to High School Math Analyzers. Today's lesson will be Pythagorean Theorem. Pythagorean Theorem. The Pythagorean Theorem is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. The equation is very basic, but do try to remember it. This is very useful for finding the lengths of triangle sides. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. A and b are the legs of the triangle. C is the hypotenuse of the right triangle. How to use the Pythagorean Theorem? Some questions you will be asking while wondering how to use the Pythagorean Theorem. How to find side C? To find C, you must first plug in the given side lengths into the Pythagorean Theorem. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. How do you find A or B? To find A or B, you will do similar steps to find C. You will plug in the given side lengths, but instead of adding the given sides, you will do the inverse and subtract. So the equation will look like c squared minus b squared equals a squared, or c squared minus a squared equals b squared. For more information on inverse operations, click on our previous video focusing on inverse operations. Example, if you're using a calculator, have it set to decimal to make it easier for you. Let's learn with a few examples. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. For the first one, a equals 10, b equals 18, c is what we're trying to find. Remember, let's plug in the given information and round to the nearest tenth. To find c, we plug in a and b. So 10 squared plus 18 squared equals c squared. 10 squared is 100, 18 squared is 324. We add them together and we get 424 equals c squared. We would do the inverse of square root to find c. So we're going to square root both sides and we round to the nearest tenth, and that'll get us c equals 20.6. The next example is we're trying to find what a is. We have b equals 11 and c equals 21. So in order to find a, let's plug in everything that we know. So a squared plus 11 squared equals 21 squared. A squared plus 121 equals 441. Now we subtract 121 on both sides, and we get a squared equals 320. We will do the inverse of square root to find a. So a equals the square root of 320, and when we round to the nearest tenth, we get a equals 17.9. Practice exercises. Now let's test out how to use these equations. Round to the nearest tenth. Find the length of side C. Find the length of side B. And find the length of side C. We will only be going over question 1. Question 1. Find the length of side C. Since we're finding side C, the other two side lengths must be A and B, and it won't matter which order you put them in. So C is the hypotenuse, and A and B will be these two. So we'll just plug it in. 6 squared plus 18 squared equals c squared. 6 squared is 36, 18 squared is 324. You add them together, 360 equals c squared. To get rid of the square in c, we'll square root both sides and we get an answer of c equals 60. Here are the answers for question 2 and 3. Remember to pause the video and to round to the nearest tenth. If you would like further clarification, take a look at our other videos. We go over PIMDAs, inverse operations, and more topics in detail in the near future. Please subscribe, hit the like button, comments, and share this video. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at High School Math Analyzers. Thank you. Do you still have any questions? Leave them in the comments below. We hope this video was helpful. We'll see you in the next one.